Hello, could you guys tell me if you can hear me? Hello. Hey guys. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, could you type yes? Hello. Hi everyone. Yes, okay. Yes, you can hear me. Okay. Jimin Pai, thank you. Golden Bee Army, thank you everyone. Okay, so I think it's safe to start now. Okay, so like I stated in the title, we're going to learn more about seiyuu ending, right? And this is part 2. So we learned how to make base verb in honorific form and present verb in honorific form, right? So we're gonna start by reviewing what we learned in part 1. Okay, so we learned that, so these are all the base verbs, right? And I assume that you know the meanings of every verb, right? But just in case you don't, let me just give you the meaning of each word. So ida is the be verb, right? Be. So, and 오다 means to come, 가다, go, 보다, to see, watch, 앉다, to sit down, 웃다, to smile or to laugh, right? And 울다 means to cry, and 친절하다 is an adjective, right? But we learned that adjectives also follow the same conjugation rule as verbs, right? So 친절하다 means to be kind. And if you want to change it in honorific form, in honorific verb, it becomes, so you simply put 시 in the middle, right? 시 after the stem of the verb. So it becomes 이시다, 오시다. Okay, let me write it this way. 가시다, 보시다, right? And do you remember how to put make it into honorific form when the stem has 받침? You have to put extra and then 시다, right? So it's not 안시다, it's 앉으시다. 앉으시다. So this one sounds 즈 because of consonant assimilation, right? And this one as well. This one ends in 받침. So you have to put extra as well. 웃으시다. But how about 울다? So we learned that 울다 is an irregular verb, right? So it's not 으시다 following the normal rule. But when the stem ends in 리을 받침, you have to delete and then 리을 받침 as well. So it becomes 우시다. I'm sure you remember all of this. We learned this in part 1, but we're just reviewing in advance just in case you don't remember. And 친절하다, honorific form is 친절하시다. And when you conjugate them in present verb, that's when it becomes 세유, right? So I told you, we learned that 세유 comes from this, right? So 세유 itself is a present verb. It's a sentence ending, but it's also a verb, right? So 오시다's present verb becomes 오세요, 가세요. Let me just write it quick because I assume that you already remember this. 앉으세요, 웃으세요, 우세요, 친절하세요. Okay, so guys, I am checking the comment section because my laptop is right before me. Tough Hope said, no, is it right? Ma'am, please reply. Please understand if I don't reply to your comments right away because I want to focus more on the lesson. But thank you all so much for the support and loving comments. It really helps me a lot. Okay, so this is what we learned in part 1, right? And what we're going to learn today is how to conjugate these honorific verbs in past verb. And it's pretty easy. So let's review once again how to conjugate past verb. So if you remember, I'm not sure if you learned this verb, but 만지다 means to touch. It's a base verb. 마시다 means to drink. And 삼키다 means to swallow. And they, as you can see, they're not honorific form, right? They're just normal verbs. So when you conjugate them in past tense, if the word stem ends in E vowel, do you remember what happens? It becomes 여, and then you put 쌍시읒, right? 만졌어요. And same with this one. 마셨어요. So when the stem ends in E, you can see that 였어 is added when conjugated in past tense, right? And 삼키다 as well. Now you can guess it, right? 삼크엿. There you go. 삼켰어요. So these are the past form of these verbs respectively, and it follows the same rule. So as you can see, she all ends in E, right? So this one follows the same, she. This one follows the same rule. So you just put 쓰였어요. 였어요, 이셨어요 is the past verb of 이시다, and it works the same. 오셨어요, 가셨어요. So if this was a video, I would edit this whole part out, not to waste you guys' time, because you probably already know this, but this is live class, so we're gonna just write down everything. 보셨어요? 앉으셨어요? 웃으셨어요? 우셨어요? And then 친절하셨어요, right? So while you're watching this class, it would really help you if you write them yourself, not just watch me write, right? So that's called an active learning, right? So that'll help you if you could follow me writing. And so here, some of you might have questions. So if the past verb follows if the past verb follows the regular conjugation rule, putting 였어요, how come the present verb doesn't follow the typical rule that I know? So we learned that when the stem of the verb ends in E vowel, and when you try to conjugate it in present verb, okay, so let's try this. So 만지다, 마시다, 삼키다. What are their present verb? So these are past verbs. What about present? So we learned that when stem ends in E, you put 만지, you put right? But actually this is wrong. You have to combine 지 and and make it 만져, right? So if you want to make it into 존댓말, it's 만져요. And same with this, 마셔요, right? 여, right? And same with this one, 삼켜요. They merge it, yes. K candy, thank you. Yes, they merge it. So it's not 만지요, 만져, 마시요, 마셔, 삼키요, 삼켜, right? So this is the typical normal rule. But how come this one doesn't follow that rule? How come it's not 이셔요 and 이세요? And that's a really good question. Actually, 이셔요 is also correct. So 오셔요, also correct. 가셔요, also correct. 보셔요, 앉으셔요, 웃으셔요, 우셔요, 친절하셔요. They are all correct, but you will notice 세요 being used more often than 셔요, but you will also notice that 셔요 being used in certain cases. So both are interchangeable. 셔요 is replaceable with 세요, but a more commonly used one is 세요. So that's one thing that you should remember. So I wanted to clarify that shoyu is also correct. It's that seyo is more commonly used. Okay, so next. Oh, right. So that was the past verb. It's easy, right? And we're gonna learn how to conjugate seyo ending in future tense. And this one's also easy if you know how to conjugate normal verbs in future tense. So we learned that when conjugating verbs in future tense, you put 리을 받침 or 을, and you put 거에요 for 존댓말 or 거야 for 반말, right? Wait, oh sorry. Okay, I just got a text message. This is very unexpected. I thought if I'm on live, my phone would just automatically shut off all the messages and phone calls, but okay, let's just do it. Okay, so 리을 받침을 거예요. So when the stem has no 받침, then 리을 is added, and when stem has 받침, 을 is added, but 울다 is an irregular verb. So let's conjugate it first. So when 이다 becomes future tense, it becomes 이. So this one doesn't have 받침, right? So you put 리을 받침 일 거예요. So we're gonna go with 존댓말 for oh, Elvis, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you very much, Elvis. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. Okay, so 일 거예요 is the future tense of 이다. We're gonna go with 존댓말 for easier understanding. So 하다's future verb is 할 거예요, right? And how about 웃다? Since this one has 받침, you have to put 을, right? So 웃을 거예요, right? And 앉다 means to sit down. 앉을 거예요. And 울다, this one is an irregular verb. So because this one has 리을 받침, mostly verbs that have 리을 받침 in its stem are irregular verbs, mostly. Not everything, but mostly. So that's one thing you need to note. So if you follow the regular rule, it becomes 울을 거예요. But when the stem ends in 리을 받침, you just put the stem and then go right into 거예요. 울 거예요. And these verbs respectively mean, yeah, so K Candy, thank you for clarifying. So this means be, do, smile or laugh, sit, and cry. And Cool Mint Blue, thank you so much once again. I know that you've been with me from the very beginning, right? So thank you so much for everything, really. I don't know your real name, but thank you. But I know that you're a very kind person, so thank you very, very much. Okay, so that's how you conjugate that's how you conjugate verbs in future tense, right? So, following the same rule, we can conjugate these honorific verbs in future verb. So this one's very, very easy because we just learned the rule, right? So, 이시 is the stem. So this one doesn't end in 받침, right? So you just put 리을 받침. And 존댓말 이실 거예요. 이실 거예요. 오시다. 오시다. 오실 거예요. Right? So this one means will be and will come. And 가시다. 가실, right? 가실 거예요. And will go, right? And 앉으실 거예요. So when you conjugate it in future tense, you don't have to put 을 because all the verbs of all the base verbs of honorific ends in 시, right? All of them. So you just have to put 리을 받침 there. Very simple, right? This one as well. 친절하실 거예요. So this means will sit, and 친절하실 거예요 means will be kind. Okay, so next one. Okay, so that's how you conjugate honorific verbs in past and future form. And now we're gonna maybe review with sentences. It's not a quiz. It's not as heavy as a quiz, but we're just gonna review what we learned, like test how much you remember with these sentences. Okay, so how do you translate this in Korean? My mother will come soon. My mother will come soon. Okay, so my mother, we learned that mother is 엄마, but if you want to be, like, if you want to show more respect to your mother, you can say 어머니 as well. So 엄마 is more close to mom, and 어머니 is more close to mother. And you don't really have to put my in Korean because it's obvious that it's your mother. So 어머니. And I'm assuming you guys want to put 가, right? However, there's a new particle that I would like you to know, which is 께서. And we're going to come back to it. Don't worry about it. We're going to come back to it. 어머니께서 will come soon. So verbs are put at the front part, right? So we're going to put verb before we do verb. So soon is 곧. 어머니께서 곧. And you guys know how to say will come, right? 오실 거예요, right? 오실 거예요. 어머니께서 곧 오실 거예요. So 께서 is a particle that I'm pretty sure a lot of you have noticed that is an honorific form of the subject marker, 가 or 이. So 어머니께서 곧 오실 거예요 is a more polite way than 엄마가 곧 올 거예요. So these two mean the same thing, right? 엄마가 곧 올 거예요 and 어머니께서 곧 오실 거예요. These two mean the same thing, but they sound differently. This one sounds more respectful, right? So 가 changes to 께서 to be to it. So this is an honorific form, and 올 is changed to 오실, and 엄마 changed to 어머니. So in Korean is a hard language for like second language learners to learn because of this. We have various ways of saying one sentence. They mean the same thing, but they sound differently. Sometimes it sounds rude, and sometimes it sounds more polite. So that's something that will confuse you the most. But like I always say, if you practice more and get used to it, you will slowly, like, it'll become a natural part of you. So don't worry about it too much and keep on working hard. And how about the next sentence? My boss laughed out loud. My boss. So boss, you can just say 사장님, 사장님. And you don't have to put my, but if you so desperately want to put my, you can say 제 사장님. And same, subject marker in honorific form. 께서, 사장님께서 laughed out loud. So we're gonna change it to loudly laughed. Loudly. 크게, loudly laughed. 웃으셨어요, right? 제 사장님께서 크게 웃으셨어요. Thank you so much for the loving comments, guys, and thank you, Start Vlogs. Okay, so moving on to the next sentence. My grandmother went to the bank. So do you remember how to say grandmother? Oh, okay, so we learned how to say grandfather, right? 할아버지. So 아버지 means a father and 할아버지 means a grandfather. So same works with grandmother. Oh, no, wait. It doesn't work the same. Sorry. I was confused there a little bit. So it's not 할어머니. It's not 할어머니. It's 할머니. 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 So there's a joke in Korean. It's a really lame joke, but I just want to tell you so that you can remember this word better. So what is grandfather's, 할아버지's favorite money? What is 할아버지's favorite money? It's 할머니 because money sounds like money. I know it's lame, but yeah, that's one Korean lame joke. So 할머니 께서, right? 할머니께서 to the bank. Let's write the adverb first. 은행, right? Bank is 은행. 은행 to 에. 할머니께서 은행에 went. 가셨어요. 할머니께서 은행에 가셨어요. Okay, so now let's practice reading. So with these three sentences, 할머니는, oh, you guys are laughing at my jokes. Thank you. Thank you. I was worried that it might sound lame. Oh, that was actually a good one. Thank you. Thank you, Arisa. Like deep inside, I do think it's really cute and funny, but some people think it's lame. But anyways, moving on. So 할머니는 미인이셨어요. 할머니, grandmother, 미인. We learned this word, right? 미인 means beautiful woman. 이셨어요, was, right? So 할머니, grandmother, was a beautiful woman. So she used to be beautiful back in the days. This means that. And some of you might be confused. Why didn't you change 는 to 께서? And that's a really, really, really good question. So 께서 is more interchangeable only with 이 and 가 particle, but not so much and 는. So if you want to write or 는 in honorific form, you can write 께서는. But it's also okay to just go with 는. It doesn't sound that rude. So you can either write 할머니는 or 할머니께서는. 할머니께서는. Okay. And 엄마가 제 성적을 좋아하실 거예요. 엄마가 제 성적을 좋아하실 거예요. So here, 엄마 means mom. And I didn't write 께서 here because 께서 gets along better with 어머니. It sounds more natural. But when you say 엄마께서, it kind of sounds awkward. You can just easily go with 엄마가. It doesn't sound rude because mom is a person who you're close to anyways, right? She's your family. So you can either say 어머니께서 or 엄마가. 엄마가, my mom, my 성적. 성적 means grade. The grade you get in school. 엄마가 제 성적을, object marker, 좋아하실 거예요. 좋아하실 거예요. We know that 좋아하 is a stem of to like, right? So my mother will like my grade. And next one, 이걸 다 제프 씨가 만드셨어요? So this is a question. 이걸, this. So 이걸 is an abbreviated form of 이거를. So this object marking particle. So this all, 제프 씨가 Jeff 만드셨어요. Made, right? 만드셨어요. Did Jeff made all this? 이걸 다 제프 씨가 만드셨어요. Okay. So that was the end of review session, and we're gonna move on to the most difficult part in honorific verb part, which is called fixed honorific verbs. I'm not sure if this is an official term, but I didn't know what word to use to refer to these kind of verbs. So here's what I mean by that. So we know that 먹다 means to eat. 아프다 means to be sick, right? And 자다 means to sleep. 말하다 means to say, speak, all those verbal actions, right? So you might probably think to make these verbs in honorific form, following the rule that I just taught you, it should be 먹으시다 and 아프시다 and 자시다 and 말하시다, right? However, this is not a correct way of honorific form of these verbs. These verbs actually have a separate verb that looks totally different. And I don't know the reason why. I don't know. The ancestors of our ancestor made it that way. Just in case you might ask, why is it that way? So the answer is, I don't know. So you just have to kind of memorize it. To just kind of have to accept it. Okay, so 먹다 becomes 드시다. I'm sorry, this shit looks weird. 드시다. And 아프다 becomes 편찮으시다. They're totally different words, right? Totally different. 드시다, 편찮으시다. 자다, 주무시다. And 말하다, this one looks similar except that you put 씀 after 말. 말씀하시다. So 말 and 말씀 are all noun that means like speech or talk or saying or anything that is said or spoken or uttered. Yeah. And 말 is a plain form and 말씀 is an honorific form. So 말하다 means to speak and 말씀하시다 means to speak as well, but in an honorific form. So 드시다, eat in honorific form. 편찮으시다. So this is the friend consonant, 리은 and 히읗 받침. 편찮으시다 is the honorific form of sick, to be sick, and 주무시다, the honorific form of to sleep. 말씀하시다, the honorific form of to say, to speak. And there is actually more, and this one's more tricky than these ones. So we're gonna first practice with these first, and then we're gonna come back to these fixed honorific verbs. So here are the example sentences that I brought. Okay, so I forgot to tell you that, so these verbs all end in 시다, right? So they follow the same rule when you want to conjugate them in present, past, and future form. So 드시다's, let's practice in advance. So 드시다's present form is 드세요, right? And 편찮으시다's past form is 편찮으셨어요, right? And will sleep, 주무실 거예요, right? And again, back to present tense, 말씀하세요. So they all follow the same conjugation rule. These are not exceptions. So these are the commonly used Korean phrases. 많이 드세요. So 드세요 comes from 드시다, which means to eat, right? To eat. So 많이 means a lot. So 많이 드세요 means eat a lot. So this means help yourself. 많이 드세요. And when you ask 아침 드셨어요? 아침, first it means morning, right? But it also means breakfast, something that you eat in the morning. 아침 드셨어요? This is the past verb of 드시다. So Did you eat breakfast? 아침 드셨어요? 할머니께서 편찮으세요. 할머니께서, this is a subject marking particle, right? 할머니, grandmother is 편찮으세요, is sick. Grandmother isn't feeling well. Grandmother is sick. Sorry, I just spat here. This is gross. Ew. Okay. And 할머니께서 주무세요. Do you remember? 주무세요 comes from 주무시다, which means to sleep. Am I going too fast? If I'm going too fast, maybe I'm going too fast because I've been kind of assuming that you remember all the verbs here, what all these verbs mean, but some of you might not remember, and that's okay. So I'll just continue. The comment section is quiet, which is good. Okay, so let me just continue. 할머니께서 주무세요. It means grandmother sleeps. So grandmother is currently sleeping, right? And let's look at here. 주무시고 계세요. So we haven't learned this part yet, but we're gonna get to it soon. So 주무시 is the stem of 주무시, right? Sleep. And do you remember 고 있어요? 고 있어요? You put 고 있어요 when you want to make the verb in present progressive, right? So when you say 주무시고 있어요, it means is sleeping. Is sleeping, right? 주무시고 있어요. However, to make it in honorific form, you can replace 있어요 with 계세요. And we're gonna come back to it later. 안녕히 주무세요. 안녕히 주무세요 means good night. I'm confused. I didn't learn this yet. I'm taking notes. Okay, good. Hang in there. You'll get it. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's a little fast. Okay, sorry. Can you go a little? We're supposed to be quiet in class. Okay. I'll go a little bit slow. Okay. Thank you. And we're supposed to be quiet in class. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true in Asian cultures. Oh, plumber man. Thank you so much. You did a little group learning constant things and keep up the great work. Thank you very much. Thank you. Keep up your hard work too. Thank you. Thank you guys. Okay, so moving on to, so 안녕히 주무세요 means good night in a polite way. And in a 반말 form, in a less politer way, you can say 잘 자, 잘 자. So 자다 means to sleep, right? So sleep well, good night, sleep tight. 선생님 먼저 말씀하세요. 선생님 먼저 말씀하세요. 선생님 means teacher, right? 먼저 means like first, not like first in first, second, third, but first as in you go first. So teacher, first, 말씀하세요, speak, right? It's an honorific verb of 말하다. So teacher, speak first. So teacher, you can go first, like you speak first. 선생님 먼저 말씀하세요. And so that's the fixed honorific verbs, and this one's relatively easier than these notorious verbs that we're about to learn. So I brought 묻다 and 물어보다, which both means to ask. And I was gonna include this in my lesson, but then I changed my mind because it's gonna take a lot more time and it's really literally gonna fry your brain, because it's something that even like Korean elementary school students or even middle school students have hard time getting used to. So I'm just gonna remove this part and maybe I'll explain this in a separate post, because there's already a lot to take in when learning 있다 and 주다 verbs. So we're just gonna, you can just ignore these verbs for now. Okay, so let's start with 있다 and 주다 verb. So 있다 has a lot of meanings. You'll see 있다 verb very, very often in Korean sentences. So 있다 first means to stay, and it also means there is a thing or person, but we are talking about honorific forms, right? Which is showing respect to a person. So I divided into cases where it means there is a person, not a thing. So that's why I put person here. Where's my pen? Oh, here it is. So when 있다 means to stay or there is, its honorific form becomes 계세요. 계세요. Sorry for the confusion, guys. Let me first write it in base verb, not to confuse you. 계시다, 계시다. So, following the normal conjugation rule, not conjugation, sorry, normal rule, 있으시다, right? 있다 should become 있으시다 in honorific form, right? But when 있다 means stay or there is a person, you have to say you have to use 계시다, not 있으시다. So I bought some example sentences. Okay. So sorry, I didn't write it in advance. I should have though. 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요. We all know this word if you have watched one of my lessons. So 안녕히 계세요 means goodbye, right? In an honorific form. Goodbye. And this one, in literal translation, means peacefully stay. So we learned that 안녕히 가세요 also means goodbye, right? But you use each phrase in different situation. So when you were staying at your friend's house, this is your friend, and this is you, and you are about to leave, and you have to say goodbye to each other, right? So you're the one who's going, and your friend is the one who's staying because it's your friend's house, right? In this case, your friend, so friends are not supposed to say 존댓말. Sorry. Let's just say sorry. This was a wrong example. So let's say you are a guest and you're at a host house. So you're the one who's leaving and host is staying because it's her house. And in this case, what should you say to the host and vice versa? You should say 안녕히 계세요 to mean goodbye because you want her to stay peacefully, right? Not go peacefully. So that's why you say 안녕히 계세요. And host can say 안녕히 가세요 because you're the one who's leaving, right? 가세요 means to go, right? Peacefully go. So 계세요 comes from 있다. Okay. Now let's use separate pieces of paper. 할머니께서 집에 계세요. So it's gonna take some time to write the sentences that I brought down. So please bear with me. Please be patient with me. Okay, so when you say 할머니께서 집에 계세요, it means 할머니, subject marking particle in honorific form, right? Grandmother at home, 계세요. So here it means there is. So we learned that 있다 also has a meaning of there is, right? So 할머니께서 집에 계세요 means my grandmother is at home. 할머니께서 집에 계세요. In this case, you can write 계세요 instead of 있으세요, right? So I'm checking your comments. then it's not a goodbye, I guess. I think you're talking about 안녕히 계세요 and 안녕히 가세요. They both mean goodbye, but they're used in different situations. So when you're the one who's going, you can say 안녕히 계세요 to the person who's staying, right? And if you are staying, you can say 안녕히 가세요 to the person who's going. But if you are both outside and you're both leaving, you can both say 안녕히 가세요. But there won't be any cases where both parties have to say 안녕히 계세요, because to say goodbye, one person has to leave, right? So it's a little bit confusing at first, but you'll really get used to it because this makes sense, right? Yeah, so that's how it is. Arisa said, oh, so I'm guessing you got this. And John Smith, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much, John. Okay. Where was I? Okay. And same with this one. 엄마가 집에 안 계세요. So we learned that 안 is a negation of a verb. So 엄마, my mom, isn't at home. 엄마가 집에 안 계세요. You can easily guess this sentence. Oh, sorry, my lighting went out. Let's turn it on again. Okay, there you go. And moving on to when 있다 means to have. 있다 means to have. So when you want to say, like, I have a cat. 저는 고양이가 있어요. 저는 고양이가 있어요 means cat. 가 있어요, have. So this means I have a cat. So when 있어요 means to have, you shouldn't say 계시다. You have to say 있으시다. So this one's a little bit confusing, like I warned you, or like I told you. So, okay. So when you want to ask someone, do you have cash? Do you have cash? You can say 현금 있어요, but if you want to be more polite, 있으세요, right? 현금 있으세요? Do you have cash? Do you have cash? And oh, and if you want to ask someone, do you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Boyfriend, 남자친구 or 여자친구? 여자친구 있으세요? 여자친구 있으세요? Do you have a girlfriend? And one more thing that many of you will likely hear a lot from Koreans. 한국어에 관심 있으세요? I am pretty sure some of you can guess what this means. 한국어에 관심 있으세요? So I'm going to do a separate particle lesson, but it has a lot of meanings. So far we learned that this means to, at, and here it means in, like to be interested in. So in Korean, 관심 means interest. Have. So this means, do you have interest in Korean language? Are you interested in Korean? 한국어에 관심 있으세요? 한국어에 관심 있으세요? So that's how you can use 있다. You use either 계시다 or 있으시다, depending on which meaning 있다 means, right? Okay. And moving on to, if you didn't get it fully, there's a review session at the very end. So we're gonna come back to it. So don't worry too much. And we're gonna move on to another notoriously tricky one. Okay, wow. 주다. So we all know that 주다 means to give, right? And 주다 has two honorific forms as well. 주시다 and 드리다. And this one's easy to guess, right? Because you just put 시, like the normal, like the other verbs. But what is 드리다? So 주시다 is used when you show respect to the giver. And 드리다 is used when you show respect to the receiver. So let me give you an example. So we learned that when you order something at a restaurant, we use 주세요. So when you want to order 1 cup of coffee, we learned that we say 커피 한 잔. 잔 is a measure word for cup, right? 1 cup of coffee, give. So 주세요. So when you use 주세요, you're showing respect to the other person who is giving the coffee to you, right? So that's why 주세요 is used when you ask someone to give you something. So when you say 저한테 주세요, 한테 is also a particle that means to a person. So to me, give it to me. Please give it to me. 저한테 주세요. But when you want to show respect to the receiver, then you have to use 드리다. So for example, when you say 저는 선생님에게 선물을 드려요. Okay, so 저는 선생님에게 선물을 드려요. So 에게 means to a teacher. It's also replaceable with 한테, but here 에게 can be replaced with 게. So 게 is also an honorific form of to. This is also a particle. And I know that that's a lot to take in. We've already learned some of the particles in honorific form. So it's okay if you don't remember this, but just so you guys know more of the Korean language knowledge, I mentioned this. So 저는 선생님께, I to a teacher, 선물을, gift, 선물 means gift, 드리다. Obviously, 드려요 is the present form of 드리다, right? 드려요. 전 선생님에게 선물을 드려요. You use 드려요, not 주세요. And why is that? Because you are showing the respect to the teacher who is the receiver of the gift, right? Okay, so I'm trying to catch up with the comment section. 1 cup of coffee, please. My understanding. Turner Miletus. Please stop. How do I say? If it's not relevant to the lesson, could you please stop commenting? Please, I ask you, Turner Miletus, please. And I see some questions. 드리다, the giver is younger, while 주시다, the giver is older. Okay, so this is a very confusing concept to kind of explain to you guys, because 존댓말 isn't necessarily used to the people who are older than you. You can also use 존댓말 to the people who are younger than you, because in the adult world, everybody has to be shown respect to, right? So I hope you don't think of it as an age thing. It's more like showing respect thing. And 아들 내일 선물 드릴 거예요. 그리고 내일 선물 주실 거예요. 잘 보세요. 이번만에도 편하게 알려주세요. Miss, I tried to contact you through Instagram, but you did not respond. Oh, okay. So I've been getting a lot of Instagram DMs. Most of them are questions, but I ask for your understanding that I cannot respond back to every single one at this point. But I will try to get back to you, okay? And okay, so I'm gonna come back to the comment section later, but let's continue the lesson because that's what people are here for. So yes, that's the difference between 주시다 and 드리다. So that's why you can never say 저한테 드려요. You can never say this. And why is that? 저한테 드려요? Because 드려요 is showing respect to the receiver, right? So you are the receiver here, right? To me, give. But you cannot do that to yourself. If you do that, it's going to sound really weird. So you can say 저한테 주세요 instead of 저한테 드려요. And this is something that I even had difficulty getting used to when I was a kid. Like, as a kid, you have to use 존댓말 and honorific verbs to the adult. And it was really confusing to me. Like, should I have to say 드려요, 주세요? Like I was really confused. So please don't get frustrated even if it doesn't like click at first, because most Korean children have hard time getting used to it, including my past self. So, but that's the difference between these two. Oh, and one more thing. So, 게 is an honorific form of 에게, which means to. And 게 and 께서 can be confusing because they look the same, except that 서 is added here. But 게 is an honorific form of to, like to give it to someone, that too. And 께서 is an honorific form of 이 and 가, subject marking particles. So this is also something that a lot of Korean children get mixed up a lot. But I hope you kind of note this separately, like write it down somewhere so that you don't get confused. Okay, so oh, right. Sorry, guys. I was gonna mention something regarding 들이다. So, do you guys know the K-pop singer IU? IU. Her name is Ji-eun Lee, and there's a song called 마음을 드려요. 마음을 드려요. It's the name of her song. And 마음 means like, how should I say? 마음 means your heart here. It can also mean mind, but here in this context, heart suits more. And 드려요, we learned that this means to give, but this shows respect to the receiver, right? So when you say 마음을 드려요, it means I give you my heart, and you're showing respect to you because you are the receiver of my heart. 마음을 드려요. And in this song, there is a part where she sings 마음을, 제 마음을 당신께 드려요. There's a part where she says 제 마음을 당신께 드려요. So my heart, to, we learned that 게 means honorific of to, right? And 당신 here, so this is a really tricky one. So 당신 means you in honorific form, but don't use it at all cost. It's okay to be used in a song because 당신 is a romantic way to say you or poetic way to say you. But if you use it in real life, it's gonna sound very rude or very weird. So never ever use 당신 to mean you, okay? We're gonna come back to it in our next lesson, how to say you in Korean, but don't use 당신, okay? So this is okay in the lyrics because, like I said, it's poetic, it sounds poetic, but not in real life. 제 마음을 당신께, to you, give. 드려요, not 주세요, right? Because you're supposed to show respect to the receiver. Okay. And I gave my heart to you. It's more like I give my heart to you. Yes, Jax, we're right. I give my heart to you. I can see the correction that you made. Okay. And now, okay, that was a long lesson. Wow, give yourself a round of applause, guys. You guys, thank you for following the lesson, by the way. It's not easy to study a foreign language for an hour straight. Like for me, I love teaching, so I'm enjoying it. But as a learner, it might be different. You might have difficulty like getting focused because it might fry your brain. But thank you so much for following through till here. Okay, so let's before we wrap up, we're gonna look at the final quizzes, and then we're really going to say goodbye. Not really going to say goodbye, that sounds weird. We're gonna end this lesson. Sorry, I am a bit thirsty right now, so let me drink some tea first. Okay, I've cleared my throat a little bit, and let's continue with our final quiz. Okay, 일찍 주무세요. 일찍 주무세요. What does this mean? 일찍 means early. It's a verb. It's an adverb. 주무세요. Do you remember where this verb comes from? 주무시다. Do you remember where this verb comes from? 자다, right? 자다, to sleep. 주무시다, to sleep in honorific form. 주무세요, present verb of 주무시다. So sleep early. 일찍 주무세요. 할머니, 일찍 주무세요. Grandma, go to sleep early. 선생님께 제 편지를 드렸어요. 선생님, teacher. 께, to in honorific form, right? To teacher, my, 제, 편지, letter, subject object marker particle, 드렸어요. Do you remember where 드렸어요 comes from? 드리다. Past form, right? 드리다. Do you know where 드리다 comes from? 주다. But 주다, 드리다 is different from 주시다, in that 주시다 shows respect to the giver, right? And this one shows respect to the receiver. So you're showing respect to the teacher who receives your letter. So that's why you say 드렸어요. 누구한테 말씀드렸어? 누구한테 말씀드렸어? So notice that this one doesn't have you, which means this is 반말. But this is acceptable, right? Because by using 드리다, you're showing respect to the person who received whatever you're giving. So 누구한테 말씀드렸어 means 누구 means who. 한테, to, we learned this particle, right? To whom 말씀드렸어. 말씀드렸어. So I included this so that you can take away extra knowledge. So 말씀, we learned that 말씀하시다 means to speak, right? And when we say 말씀 드리다, so we also learned that 말씀 is an honorific form of 말, right? 말. So 말 means something that's spoken, something that's said, uttered, right? So when you say 말씀 드리다, it's showing, it also means to speak, like to tell, but it shows respect to the person who's being told, right? Who's being told. So 누구한테 말씀드렸어? By saying this, you're showing respect to the someone that he or she has spoken to. I hope this makes sense. So 누구한테 말씀드렸어? 누구한테 말씀드렸어? Means who did you tell it to? Who did you tell it to? And it's showing respect to whomever you told it to. This is not easy, right? And I forgot that part. Oh gosh. Okay, I forgot that part. So we're gonna learn one more thing about 계세요. 고 계세요. I mentioned this briefly at some point in my lesson. Do you remember? 고 계세요. It's an honorific of 고 있어요. You remember what 고 있어요? It's a present progressive, right? Present progressive is ing, right? Is ing. Present progressive ing, right? So 고 계세요 is an honorific form of 고 있어요. And here as well, you have to say 계세요 instead of 있으세요 in this context. Instead of 있으세요. 하고 계세요. 사장님께서 뭐 하고 계세요? 사장님, we learned 사장님 means boss. 께서, an honorific form of a subject particle, right? Boss is what, right? What? 하고 계세요? 뭐 하고 계세요? 하 obviously comes from 하다, which means do. 고 있어요, we make it into present progressive, doing. So what is boss doing? 사장님께서 뭐 하고 계세요? And here's one more thing that I want you guys to know. So 고 있어요 is a present progressive. And do you remember this phrase? 수 있어요? Verb plus 리을 받침 and then 수 있어요. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in one of my lessons. So this means can, be able to. And in this situation, in this phrase, you shouldn't say 할 수 계세요. It has to be used 할 수 있으세요. 수 있으세요. So when you say 고 있어요, and you want to make it an honorific form, you have to replace 있어요 with 계세요. However, in 수 있어요, which means can, be able to, you have to replace 있어요 with 있으세요 and not 계세요. So this might take time for you to get used to, but this is also something that you need to be careful when using it in like practical conversation, in daily conversation. So when you want to say, my boss can speak Korean. My boss can speak Korean. 사장님께서 한국어를 할 수 있으세요. 사장님께서 한국어를 할 수 있으세요. Not 할 수 계세요, 할 수 있으세요. So that's what I wanted to let you guys know. And how about 여권 있으세요? 운전면허증 있으세요? So when you use 있으세요, what does 있다 mean here? Have, right? So 여권 means passport. 여권 means passport. And 운전 means drive. 면허증 means license. So 운전면허증 means driver's license. So 여권 있으세요? Do you have a passport? 운전면허증 있으세요? Do you have a driver's license? And I have good news to tell you guys. I passed my driving license test, 3 rounds of driving license test, and I am finally getting my driver's license. So yes, now I can drive, guys. So I can say 저는 이제 now 운전 means to drive, but it can also mean drive as in like, you know, the noun. 저는 운전을 I drive 할 수 있어요. 저는 이제 운전을 할 수 있어요. I can drive now. Okay. Congratulations, Jessica. Thank you, Jax. Thank you, Jimin Pai. Thank you. More, right? I can't pronounce Spanish name. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm very, very happy. I worked very hard for it. Okay. And because I'm not like inherently a good driver, so I needed to like really focus while driving to pass the test. So it wasn't easy for me, but thank you guys. Okay. You don't live in Seoul, do you? Because driving there isn't great. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, I don't live in Seoul. I live in a much smaller city, so that's why it was relatively easier for me to pass these tests. So yeah. Okay, so we have 2 more quizzes, and after this, we're really gonna end this. Okay, so 제프 씨의 부모님은 어디 계세요? 제프 씨의 부모님은 어디 계세요? 제프 씨의 possessive particle, right? So Jeff's 부모님, we learned this word. 부모님 means parent, right? So Jeff's parents, subject marking particle. 어디, where. 계세요 means like there is a person, right? So where is Jeff's parents? 제프 씨의 부모님은 어디 계세요? So this is a question, and this is the possible answer to the question. It's a bit long, but I'm pretty sure if you remember what we learned so far, if you remember everything that we learned so far, it's easy for you to understand what it means. So, 오후에 집에 계셨어요. So the subject is removed because it's obvious that the subject is Jeff's parents, right? 오후에 집에 계셨어요. 오후 means afternoon, and 에 means like in as in time. So in the afternoon, 오후에 집에 계셨어요. And this 에, so they are both 에, but they mean slightly different things, right? This means time and this means place particle. So 집 means home. At home, in the afternoon, at home, 계셨어요. Obviously, this is the past form of 계시다. At was there, right? In the afternoon was at home. 그런데 this is the conjunction, the sentence connector. I'm also going to do a lesson on this. I've been kind of putting it off because I had other lessons that should come first, but I'm really gonna do this in one of my future lessons. So 그런데 means but. In the afternoon they were at home. 오후에 집에 계셨어요. 그런데 지금은 now, and 은 is a subject marking particle, but here when you say 지금은, it means like as for now. So unlike in the afternoon, as for now. So that's what 지금은 here means. That's what the subject marking particle 은 does here. 그런데 지금은 for now 나가셨어요. 나가셨어요. I'm not sure if we learned this verb. 나가다 means to leave. To like go out, leave, or go out. So, but for now, they went out. 나가시다, right? It's a past verb. They went out. 곧 오실 거예요. 곧 오실 거예요. So, 곧 means soon. We learned this, right? 오실 거예요. By looking at 거예요, we can know that this means future form, right? 오, that means to come. 오실 거예요? Will come. They will come soon. 조금만 기다리세요. 조금만, a little bit. So 만 here is also a particle that needs more explanation. So usually 만 means only. So 조금만 기다리세요. Literal translation would be only a little bit, but this isn't really used when you want to emphasize just a little bit. This needs further explanation, so I will also make a video on particles. There are lots of videos that I need to make. Okay, so 조금만, a little bit, 기다리세요, 기다리세요. This comes from 기다리다, 기다리다, 기다리세요. This is the present form of 기다리다, right? Which means to wait. So wait a little bit, wait a little bit. So I thought this was a perfect, how do I say, perfect monologue, because it contains both. It contains all past, future, and present. So I thought this would be a good way to wrap up this lesson. So wow, it's been an hour and 10 minutes, and I really thoroughly enjoyed this lesson with you guys, especially because you guys are really interactive with me in the comment section. So I haven't read all of them, but thank you so much guys for the donation and all for the kind words and support, and most of all for your attention, because without the learners, this lesson wouldn't be worth it, right? So thank you so much, guys, for your attention, for learning Korean with me. And 한국어에 관심. Oh no, this sentence, you might not understand this question. I was gonna say something in Korean that I thought you could understand, but then you have to know further knowledge about Taeyo and Dixon. Oh, sorry, just ignore what I just said. What I mean is thank you so much for learning Korean with me, and I will try to edit this live class so that you can, when you watch it, it's more, how to say, it's more compressed. So I can edit out all the small talks that I did, and you can only focus on the lesson. I will edit it that way and probably post this within today. But thank you so much for joining, guys, and I will see you in my next video or next live class. I will end the stream. Thank you again so much for joining. It means a lot to me. Bye-bye. Bye. 기억실. 감사. That was so funny. 기억실. I don't know how you know that, but that means thank you. But okay, I'll really end this. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.